Hey guys, Sure Shot Midget here. So it's my birthday today. No, I didn't get a new gun, sadly. I just got my TPR-9C. I don't need another one right now. But this is actually a family member's gun, and basically I'm just going to shoot it just to test it out, make sure it functions. It is a revolver, as you can see here. I have never shot a revolver before, let alone reviewed one. So that's why I'm kind of excited, and it's my birthday today, so we're actually going out to shoot it on a friend's property tonight. So I'm looking up the model here because it's not labeled. I believe it might be the Security, Revolver 82 Security, but when I look in on the picture, there's a couple differences, like the cylinder drop is a different shape, and then up front here, this cylinder portion is covered on this model, and this is the 82 Security, and it says, I believe this is like plus P rated. So this is not the exact model as this. Taurus makes a decent amount of 38 special revolvers, so it's not super important that you know exactly which model this is. They have a bunch of different kinds. You can go out and look. This one was probably purchased, I'm guessing, the 90s, maybe early 2000s. So this is kind of an older model, 2020, you're going to be probably getting this, which just has the front covered here in a different size safety. It's like a little smaller, or sorry, not safety, but cylinder dropout. From what I've heard, Taurus is pretty recommended for revolvers in terms of reliability, quality. Their semi-autos can be hit or miss, but in terms of revolvers, Taurus seems to be pretty good. Taurus, however you want to say it. I don't know, I'll probably switch back and forth in this video. This is the gun box that it is in. I did purchase 2 boxes of ammo here. I don't own a 38, and nobody that I know does, so I had to buy ammo, and there's a huge ammo shortage, so I kind of got what I could find, which was Gecko. This stuff was $16 or $17 for 50 rounds, which is decently expensive to me, but I don't normally buy 38. I just got what I could. 2 boxes. These are pretty heavy bullets. This is 158 grain. These are pretty dang heavy. It's just a lead round nose, so it's just kind of cheap plinking ammo, but it's 158 grains. This is a heavy bullet. 38 is quite a bit less powerful than 357 for sure. It is shorter. Some people have told me that you can shoot 357 out of some 38 revolvers. I have no idea if that's true, and I'm not going to test it. So back onto the gun. In terms of features, there's not much to talk about on a revolver, but the grip here is rubberized. It's pretty comfortable. It has the Taurus logos on either side. This side has a screw, probably to take it off. It is pretty comfortable. The angle is different on a revolver than a semi-auto, like your slide-operated pistols. Because when I aim this, my wrist it's kind of at a different angle. I'd probably describe it as holding a Glock, almost. You know how Glocks have a high weld? This doesn't necessarily have a high weld, although it kind of does, if we're being honest, because where my palm is pretty in line with the barrel. There are a couple positives about revolvers, mainly the reliability. They just shoot. There's not much moving parts. It's very simple, very easy to use for somebody that isn't good or can't manipulate a slide. So a lot of older people maybe can carry a shorter 38, or they make 9mm that you could put plus P in and do a pretty good number on somebody with a plus P hollow point 9mm close range. So you're limited on ammo, which is basically the biggest con. 6 rounds. Some of them hold 5. Some of those 9mm CCW revolvers hold like 5. Which is very, very little, but it's pretty much you pull it out and go bang. It's already loaded in the cylinder, and you don't have to rack anything. You just pull it and shoot. So there are some positives and negatives about these. In fact, I think they make 22 versions that hold like 10 rounds. This is the blued model, so this is more expensive. I would imagine this thing was probably purchased for at least $400 back in the day, if not like up into $600-700. Because this is the blued version, so it's kind of the premium, I would assume. I have seen some pictures of this version on the internet, the blued, and they're obviously go for more money. You can't really swing it out, you have to hit it. Kind of. If you force it, you can get it to swing out like the movies or video games. In order to reload, you can pop this down. It'll actually eject the cartridges, and they do make speed loaders. I don't have one, so I will be just loading individual ammo. Look at that thing. This thing is just massive. It doesn't have a whole lot of powder inside. Like this 38 Special is not all that powerful, really. 357 is more powerful by quite a bit. But 38's been around for so long. I mean, it was used with, I think, black powder back in the day, wasn't it? Like back in the day in the revolvers, but then 357 smokeless powders came out. Again, only like 800 to 900 feet per second out of this. Now, when we go take this to shoot, I'm going to shoot it at probably 25, 50 yards. The goal is to shoot at 50. I feel like, you know, with a revolver, without a cycling slide, it has a really nice trigger. It should be able to take some pretty long shots, but I'll put that to the test. I'm going to try it at maybe even 100 as well. Continuing with features, it does have sights on there, and they're just dark. They're just black. It's just a groove on the top, and then a post on the front. It's decent. We'll see if it shoots on, because that is what will be important. Double action first. Is pretty heavy. I would describe it as the Beretta M9, roughly, maybe a little bit longer pull, but your standard semi-auto double action. When you go to single action, the trigger goes way back, way back, and there's no play on it. I want you guys to understand. No play at all. So you put your finger on the trigger, you go to pull the trigger, and it fires right away. The trigger like barely moves because there's no play. I mean, it is incredible. It's probably a 2-pound trigger on single action. It is made in Brazil, so that is the country of origin. It is marked 38 Special, and then Taurus, and then Miami, Florida, USA on this side, and then the logo again right there. Again, you got that door, which you push forward, and it'll pop out like that. Sometimes it's kind of tight. I don't think this gun was shot all that much. Yes, that's pretty much it. There's not much with a revolver, so if you have any questions or anything, let me know. I'm curious to see if it's going to kick a lot, but I don't think it is. It's a 38 Special. It's probably like shooting a 45 ACP. And this is the ammo that I'm using. So, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the shooting footage, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Got 6 shots in here, ready to go. So I'll see if I can compensate here. We're probably at 20 yards, I would say. So I got 6 rounds in here. Let's shoot it in double action the whole time. Or sorry, single action. You can see here while I'm reloading it, it's just lead tip. So I kind of got it dialed in there. It shoots really high, so I'm aiming very low. Not enough, apparently.